Hello again, everybody. It's Glitch Reaper here, otherwise known as the original card game for the win. And I am going to be saying goodbye to Strixhaven for the time being, kind of. I mean, I've got some buffering on this one. Oddly enough, I got like way ahead on my progress on my mastery, so that was a thing. But as before, and as usual, I wanted to make sure to do a going away pack party. So I'm going to see how much of this I can go through with. So, whee! I'm gonna need a stockpile wild cards for the upcoming set because Marvel is gonna be huge. So let's see how many I can earn on the way. Hmm. I guess it's the first time I got that style on this. Okay, now I know those are like. I totally have got those before. Now that one I do know I needed that style of, so that's fair. Uh, that one too, I think actually. I know I got that recently. Oh wait, just says bonus sheet. It's not saying first, so that's fair. Applying some geometry. Look out for Roman antiquities. That one I know is technically a first because I was tempted with it recently in a draft, but didn't quite go for it, so I know I needed it. Okay. Legendary Pest. It's only a couple. Preordain. Bonus sheet. So this came from the Mystic Archive. That's interesting, to say the least. Starting to see the use of this one. I mean, it's an interesting archaic, but be a little tricky pulling off getting like the full converge on that. Okay, I have such an urge to say something very specifically involving that card, but I'd rather not. Not going Shakespeare here right now. That thing is nasty. Just boom, everything poofs. Especially small tokens. My vault's ready, apparently. Wait a moment. Okay, never mind. Interesting to get that style here. It hadn't been long since Thunder Junction, so it's interesting they decided to include that. That's an interesting one for green. Again, like the recent sets and then popping some of these in Mystic Archives is interesting choice. Hmm. Was tempted on this one for a while, so nice it got it here. Old time classic. I think it's probably same session. It sometimes keeps saying first, sometimes now. Was tempted, decided not to. Now I got it here, so that's good. Still not sure if that one's really useful for for a rare, except maybe a few counter transfers. Now this is the same set opening, so that thing still happens. Hey, we have a loot. Special guest version of Cody? Okay, and I do kind of like the fact that they added book as an artifact subtype now. So him being a book construct is very appropriate now, so that they finally got a few things to happen. So good for him. He's got a subtype that makes extreme sense that they finally got to go through. It's funny, I got my first Quandrix today just slightly earlier. Weird odds. Well, Quandrix from this set. Not. I've already got them from the previous set of Strixhaven, anyhow. I should be achieving quite a stockpile of wild cards now. Not sure just how much is going to help me to turbocharge my collecting on the next set, but we'll see. Classic. Mystic Archives are really popping off this time. Also, some of these are classics now, so yeah. Can we get the other half of this story in the same opening? That would be interesting. There we go. I kind of like this little story they got between a Witherbloom student and a Silver Quill student, kind of working out their differences. Like after they cause this big disaster, they try fixing it. It's like okay. We may have went a little too far with our rivalry. I like that little story inside there. Yeah, there's a big clue as to what's going on. Reality fracture's coming, and this is a clue as to what's gonna happen. So, just saying. Also, being able to choose 4 out of those 2 is certainly interesting. Blow something up and pull something else out. So, yeah. Bit expensive, but it gets the job done. Extra wild cards are very appreciated. Oh, rare and mythic in a row. Sweet. That cauldron is just awesome. One of these days, they're going to watch somebody just nuke themselves with this card, and it will be hilarious. Going my pack party and continuing on. Ooh, okay. Definitely adding up. Hmm. Yeah, sometimes it's weird trying to find the commons and uncommons that you need. That is kind of weird. Some of these I know are not first because again I think like within the same opening. A braid, however, may be the first time you're getting that style of it. Hi, Berta. Nice to see you. We've got a very Quandrix frog. You do you, Berta. Mm-hmm. Now this is a storm of horses. Very, very much. So if anybody has any wild horses comments, now would be the time. Is that the last of my paradigms I needed? Hmm. Nice to see an extra copy of you, Mr. Fell. I may have all the Elder Dragon's newer forms now. Okay. Too bad I can't, like, mix doing those, but yeah, we'll see. I guess I'll do a smaller opening for that. I mean, it's not quite as fancy as doing 10 at once, but yeah, 5 at once is still good. Totally lying on that one. Yeah, so not a first. And neither is those two. All aboard. This one is just great. Oh yeah, really wish I'd got that one that last draft. These two would have been great together. Like, kind of. I mean, it's not specifically targeted, but it definitely would be great together. So yeah, and definitely great. Yeah, totally. Okay. Mythic packs. The redivision into having like it between like regular and mythic packs is interesting. I gotta admit. Maybe now I have all the paradigms. Hmm. Also, them being lessons going with the previous learning ability from Strixhaven. Yeah, if you got the previous stuff, you could do some wacky things with that, pulling them out of your sideboard.
It's Professor Delian Fell. Thank you.
You are welcome, sir. How did I get this one twice? out of all the Emeritus in this one session. Berserk. Try and remember if it was this one or another one that was considered part of a very famous combo from back in the day. I think I have nearly all my Quandrix now. Okay. Golden pack time. Let it shine. Okay, there's the Giga Flare incoming. Thanks, Bahamut. Hello, Leo. Dub air. And even the last Archaic I needed. It's a very sleepy giant. Gilgamesh. When it is what it is. I got it when they first were doing the Final Fantasy set. I did not know how they were going to handle Ultima. And it being a big blow everything up was not entirely where I thought they were going. But if it was like all the other side, I think it would have been more appropriate to what it did. So, just saying. It is a good relic there. The bear? Temple? Okay then. Okay. I forgot just how that one was phrased until now. When you think about it, that one is utterly ridiculous. Like you get big honkin' mana on that one. Yeah. I kind of temporarily forgot that's how things suddenly were now. That yeah. So now we have the original styles and the Through the Omen Path styles, so that's a thing. As a reminder, also of Marvel incoming, all this is going to be starting up very soon. Now, how close did I get? And there were some of those like true firsts. That one, those two were okay. That one was. That one was. I think that was my last archaic that I needed. That one was a new one. Of course, it was special guest, so that was like super rare. Okay, so I did need a silver quill and that. So okay, that's fair. That one was new. I think I got all my Cauldron essences now. Okay, so it was my first Arca Hunger. Okay, and it was my first Berta. That one was a true first. Okay. Now I'm curious, what do I have? Oh wow, that really nailed it down. Okay, so I still didn't get the Dawning Archaic, so that's fair, and I need a Wither Bloom. Okay, so at some point I'll get those later. So I needed these. I got down to like 6 cards though, so that's impressive. Got it down to like 6 cards required to complete the set. It's like 3 and 3. It's like 3 rare and 3 mythic. And I have a good load right now, but again, a lot of it's going to be going towards Marvel for a while, so that's going to be a thing. Okay, I'm pretty sure I didn't really get into doing the commanders that much. Yeah, I didn't like buy out on any of them, so at some point I might. So that's a thing. The Mystical Archive go. There's more of the Mystical Archive left for me this round um, than there was for the main set. Okay. And this end also has a lot left. You never know. Well, I suppose that means it's showtime for this. To get a nice burst of wild cards. Guess it throws me out of whatever screen I'm in, so that's an interesting note. Okay. So, guess that's all of that for now. And we'll be back to Marvel at Marvel at some point. Okay. That said, I still like a lot of the Through the Omen Path style for the Spider-Man set, so I'm pretty sure a lot of other people do too. So we'll be seeing them around as card styles. And if you already had the whole set collected, you get the whole Spider-Man set, and you can just pick which style you prefer. So that's kind of an interesting thing to be thinking about. Meanwhile, I just hope I can approach having enough for Marvel on my wild cards because this is going to be massive. So we'll see how this goes. For now, this has been Glitch Reaper, aka the original card game for the win. I'll be signing off. Hope to hear from you all later. And remember, bye everybody, and MTG forever.